Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back on this wonderful sunny Sunday with a new Pokemon Cards Mail Day. How is everybody doing? In the background you can currently hear the fan running because it is a beautiful day. It is terribly hot over here. I hope you all can hear me clearly and loud enough. And at this moment you can see we're busy with sorting some Ascended Heroes Reverse Hollow Bulk. Now let's get that out of the way and start with the Pokemon Cards Mail Day. I'm excited for this one. Alright, the stack of Pokemon cards that I have listed online over the last week. A lot of new Pokemon card art rares, as you can see. We have a beautiful Rayquaza V here. I have purchased this one 2 to 3 weeks ago in anticipation on the new upcoming Rayquaza set. I purchased 2 copies, both for $8 a piece. I sold one for $10 a piece. That person was complaining to me that I was too expensive. And now look at that. A few weeks later I set this one back and this card is now going for around $15 already. So I was hesitant to put this one up for sale right now due to the already steep price increase. As you can see, it is excellent. If it was in near mint condition, I would have definitely kept it. And I actually purchased a new one now, knowingly that one will be excellent condition. Because I was able to get it slightly under the $15. Well, I'm going to sell this one for $15, so I get a little bit of profit and a new card in case it will rise. I think this is a beautiful promo. I've talked about it before, and it was in my opinion already on $8, a little bit underrated. Not a lot of people knew this Rayquaza V. Everybody was talking about the regular ultra rare from, for example, Evolving Skies, but also Crown Zenith. And then it was heavily printed again, I believe, in the Sky and Sea boxes from Crown Zenith as well. But I'm not sure if that was the promo version or the regular ultra rare version. Some of these cards are relisting, so I already had them listed and they just had not sold. I sold one Zeraora, or Zorora rather, and a Griefard, and I'm planning to purchase some more Griefards because I am afraid people will start seeing that we have a Gengar plush here, a Ghastly, a Pokeball, Shuppet. I've talked about this card before. There are a lot of really cool gimmicks in this room where Griefard is sitting in. Some Inferno X, Ascended Heroes Mega Dream, really cool card. I've been picking up a lot of the 151 Gen 1 Pokemon card art rares in Japanese. And not only the ones from the original 151 Pokemon card set, the holiday set that included a lot of art rares of the first generation Pokemon in one set, but also, as you can see, the Surging Sparks or Super Electric Breaker Magneton. I think this one is also from Super Electric Breaker, not sure. Probably this is Paradise Dragona then, S7A, and this is S8. Nidoking and Ampharos is doing really well for me. Chaos Rising, some really cool cards in there. That is what I noticed in the last few sets. Every set has a couple of cool cards. I'm not a buyer of the sealed products of Perfect Order, Chaos Rising and Pitch Black. A lot of friends of me purchased some Chaos Rising. Everybody's somehow skipped Perfect Order, except that a couple of friends purchased some loose booster packs or some sleeved booster packs, but now on Chaos Rising they actually purchased an ETB a person, and I was like, alright, if you can get it for a good price, that is a pretty cool ETB to keep in the collection sealed, but I have to save up a little bit of money, to be honest, for after the summer holiday for the 30th anniversary Pokemon card set. I have the feeling that will be such a banger. I think a lot of people anticipated that 5 years ago for the 21 or the 20th or 25th anniversary, sorry, in 2021 actually, and that was at that very moment a little bit of a disappointment, except for example, the UPC. It was very tough to get for MSRP. A lot of people already upcharged, like it was supposed to be 120 on MSRP or so, and people charged 300 to 400 bucks, and I purchased mine for 400 bucks, and I had to sit 3 to 4 years on it before it went up in price. So having that in mind, that you have to sit on the 30th on the celebrations, the holiday set celebrations products for a very long time. Yes, I will not purchase $1,000 my initial plan, but I will go for about 700 bucks, and I will also try to buy some of the Rayquaza set that is released before the celebration set. So a cool notable card. In the past, over like 2 years ago or so, I had purchased like 8 of this card. It was around 30 bucks, and it is still sitting around 30 bucks, and I was going over my Pokemon card collection, my 4 trainer cards that I have sitting in a ETB, still in an empty ETB, waiting to put in the binder later. And I thought, hey, let's buy one more, put it up for sale for around 30 bucks. It is a simplified Chinese version. The Japanese version of this card is really unaffordable for me. I cannot afford it. And this is a really nice placeholder, guys. This is a beautiful card, really nice texture. I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but it also has a really cool stamp here saying Pokemon. So if you make a picture of this card, it looks like damage if you keep it like this, but it's actually a stamp saying Pokemon, the logo. So yeah, the art rash sales are going really well for me. Oh yeah, this one, someone just purchased 17 copies of this one in English from me for 70 cents a piece. It is a beautiful card. This one is from 9 Colors Gathering in simplified or traditional Chinese. There's a few scratches, reverse hollow, great card, and yeah, apparently a lot of people are going after this card right now due to the Rayquaza gimmick in here. Besides the gimmick, it is also an Eevee, and it is from Evolving Skies, which happens to be the actual Rayquaza set. The OG Sword and Shield Rayquaza set. I bet there are some sets before from Rayquaza as well. I think Celestial Storm or any of the Sun and Moon sets had a Rayquaza on the ATB as well, so it's the Sword and Shield one, Evolving Skies, might not be the OG one. These booster boxes, they're of Korean origin, and they are blue sky stream, so you can say this is the Evolving Skies and then the Rayquaza side of the set. And meanwhile, Eevee Heroes is the evolution side of the set, where you can pull the Umbreon, and here you can pull the Rayquaza VMAX. Awesome boxes, awesome. I purchased it for 40 bucks at the time. For that price, at that moment, I envisioned myself opening it up. I purchased it to save for a later time and then open it up. 30 packs for 40 bucks, even though it is in Korean language. I didn't really mind. I thought, okay, we can have a really fun experience. I have opened up some boxes on the channel, but now I'm not sure. I haven't opened a lot of packs like forever. Some of the duplicate cards, and I'm going to show them again, folks. I think everybody is really sleeping on this one, but it starts to pick up some steam. I have like 30 copies right now in my collection, and 10 more that I have in the inventory. These cards are so cool, and some have such beautiful swirls, and yeah, I got a message that one of those advertisements that I made is apparently one of the best watched advertisements on the platform that I use. But no one is really pulling the trigger to buy it, because there are cheaper copies available on the market on the same platform, but also on other platforms. So I don't judge people for buying the cheaper copies. Be my guest. At one point I will be the lowest listing, or I have the nicest copy, and then people will come eventually to me. That is what we're hoping for. So a little bit more inventory that is not listed, because I set them back and I only sell one card at a time, one copy of each card, and then so we have 4 of this Pikachu here. If one sells, I put another one up for sale. A lot of Ammonites. I have already 10 more. Like in the last 2 weeks, I have purchased 10 more for the PC, so I don't need these many. And I want to have some up for sale. I want to provide the opportunity to other people to collect the 151 cards as well. And then Epsil, someone asked me about Epsil. He asked, is this card still available? Yep, it is still available. No more replies to my message. A little bit unfortunate. I purchased some more Lily's Ribombees. In the next stack is my personal collection pickups. You will see I have many more, and we had a good week for picking up Pokemon cards. As you can see, I've complained the last 2 weeks of getting Pokemon cards in that are damaged. Well, I order everything near mint myself. So as you can see, a lot of not stickered cards. Well, unfortunately this Ampharos, and obviously always these trainer galleries, but furthermore, it is really cool. Alright, one here, but those are all not damaged. A beautiful Tauros, not damaged. Nice Ammonites. We have the Eaton's Macargo. Awesome card for 150 to 2 bucks. I think this is a steal. I tried to sell them for between 3 and 4 bucks, because there are also other costs besides the cost price of the cards that are included with buying and selling. I think 3 to 4 bucks for this card is a really good price still. 150, if you can find it for €1.50 to €2 or dollars, whatever, buy it in large quantities if there are large quantities. But that is just my opinion, not financial advice. Don't put all your money in Eaton's Macargo, but I I think for €1.50 this card is severely underrated. And why? Well, Macargo is not one of the most popular Pokemon, but Ethan is definitely, and it is from the Mega Dream set as well, and it is an art rare in particular. I can show you a lot of other art rares that are the same price that are not as cool as this card. So I don't know really the story of this card. Probably Ethan is going somewhere that is maybe involved in the anime or in the manga. Can't really remember, or in the video game. We have another Bellybolt, Spidops, Team Rocket, awesome card, one of the coolest ones I think. And then we have Articuno. So this is my 30th copy of Articuno. I have put some up for sale. The price of the Japanese version, it was about $6 to $7. And now it went up to about $10, so I'm trying to sell it for about $10, and I'm keeping 1 or 2 pages in my 9-pocket binder for myself, obviously. All in all, a beautiful Articuno card, and I think they should make a Zapdos and similar Moltres cards too, but there is already a Rockets Moltres SIR, and then we have the 151 Zapdos SIR, so technically you already have all 3. Moving to the PC pickup pal as the last updates for today's video. So here we can see a double swirl on the Pikachu, awesome card, and I picked these cards up still, like I just told you, even though I already have 30 and I am occasionally selling one. If I can find more sealed for a really nice price, I will pick them up. And I was actually today looking at some of those Costco exclusive holo foils with the reverse foil pattern, Cosmos foil on the Bulbasaur, Charmander, Pikachu and Squirtle. Those cards are really cool too. I already have a couple of copies in my collection, but if the price is right I will pick up some more. So this is all PC pickup. We have Ethan's Adventure. I am picking up a lot more of these Friends cards. I think they are really cool and also underrated, although they are already $10 I think in the long run. These kind of cards are just like generational almost. They are literally generational, or more regional rather. You have the friends in Paldea, Galar, Hisui, Sinnoh, Alola, etc. Or I think that are them actually. Then we move into the Parasol Lady. $12 to $13 only per SIR, and I purchased 5 or 6 of them. They're all underway to me right now. I think that is really underrated. This card should be at least, in my opinion, $20, but we will see what the future holds for us. I like it. I want to put it in my binder, and let's see from there. As we have here one more Hisuian Growlithe. We have one more Articuno for the collection. So this card, I had this for a long time in my inventory. Not this specific copy, because I was buying and selling them for a long time, but now I thought, okay, with the new Slowbro coming up and I want to do a little project. I want to make a binder, a 9-pocket binder, just a small binder with only 151 art rares from Gen 1. That sounds like a really great idea. I've told about that in the past, but a really nice idea it looks to me, so that's why you can see all those cards, and I'm not sure if anyone is already doing that. But with every new 151 art rare Gen 1 Pokemon they make, I will purchase it and put 1 copy in the binder. Favorably, it will be on Pokédex number, so I will have to get the ones from my 151 set that I have, the art rare set, and put everything in there. Maybe for the Blastoise, Venusaur and Charizard I will use some full art cards. I'm not sure if I'm going to purchase those actual SIRs. Here we have the Lily's Ribombee again, great card, English and Japanese. I think they're both really underrated for $5 to $6, maybe already $7 at the moment, but I'm happily buying them for that price. I hope I'm right, the time will tell, you know. And then we have a Froakie. So I have now the Chespin, Froakie and Fennekin, awesome cards for in the binder. Deoxys V-Star, so the Deoxys also has a special illustration V-Star in theory. But I do like this card a lot. I don't like the VMAX too much, but this one is really cool. It's also one of the more expensive ones, and it is a promo as you can see, not a set card. So we have some more Roserates. I managed to pick them up. I ordered 3 from one person, order not arrived, so I had to buy them separately for more money than what I initially paid for the first 3 that not arrived, and I got a refund for that, but I still had to pay more for the loose ones. So we have some more Amphiroses, awesome card. Yes, I'm picking up all those cards, I really like them. We have the Fennekin and the Chespin and one more Articuno. Last but not least, I talked a little bit about Dragon Ball last week. And here you can see, unfortunately, or fortunately, all my cards have arrived almost now. But you will notice all the green stickers on every single one of them. People say the print quality is best and better than Pokemon, yada yada yada, but I find it not. I find a lot of whitening on all the Dragon Ball cards that I purchase as near mint. Although, let's enjoy the artwork and appreciate the artwork here a little bit. I talked about how I like Gotenks, really a fan of him. Super Saiyan 3 is also really cool. At least, I think this is Super Saiyan 3, I'm not really well versed in that, but we have managed to pick up one more of those, $3 a piece. I purchased 3 to 4 of them, and the lowest listing on Card Market is now about $9, so it was a good advice of my buddy to pick them up for $3. He is dealing a lot with Dragon Ball cards, and all those cards are of the rarity super rare, and you can get like just, I think it is similar to the art rares, illustration rares in Pokemon. Those are a couple of them per box, but the boxes are now already $1,000 a piece, so yeah. Those cards will eventually start to become more expensive, but the price of these cards is not all important for me. I picked them up for about $1 each, and I do really like Dragon Ball, as I said before probably. I have looked at some official studio used drawings of those drawings are illustrated by the artists, and then they were screen used actually to make an episode in the anime, so yeah. Also, some Akira Toriyama art is still up for sale at some places, and the quality can vary heavily, and also the depth of the illustration, how well detailed it is. But for a couple of $100 you can still get an original drawing screen used for the anime by Akira Toriyama, and it is also comes with some evidence and proof, authentication if you will. But yeah, that were my pickups for today's Pokemon Card Mail Day. Let me know what you think of it. I'm going back to sorting bulk, and have a great weekend, great Sunday, nice evening, and leave a like on this video if you like this kind of content, and I'll catch you all on the next one.